He's just not good.
That's all right. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, whatever. Okay. The Humane Society estimates that nearly 1 million animals a year are abused or killed in connection with domestic violence. 70.1% involve dogs, 20.9% involve cats, and 24.1% involve other animals. The Humane Society works with the public on individual cases of animal cruelty by providing rewards to citizens who provide information on animal cruelty and animal fighting leading to a conviction. This graph is from 2013 and it shows the percentage of commonly abused animals. 53% are dogs, 16% are cats, 8% horse, and 23% other. You can see that the dogs suffer the most. The scatterplot graph on the left is a graph from 2010 showing you the ages from animal abusers. The age group that it commonly occurs with is age 31 to 40 with 2,303 abusers. Close to that is ages 41 to 50 with 2,176 abusers. In the pie graph on the right, it shows the animals abused classifications from 2008. The three most common are neglect at 32%, shooting at 16%, and hoarding and other at 12%. If you don't know what hoarding is, it is keeping a higher than usual number of animals as domestic pets without ability to properly house or care for them. And neglect is pretty much the same thing, not being able to provide basic care required for an animal to thrive. In 2014, a graph was shown that all of the animal abuse classifications were all pretty much the same percentages from 2008 to 2014. A graph that is shown on here says that 8,348 dogs are abused, 2,418 pit bulls alone were abused, 3,334 cats, and so on, and that was all within 2012. As part of my senior year project, I volunteered at the Pope Memorial SPCA in Concord. Up here is Penny. Penny was the first dog that I worked with. For the first 2 days I was there, I got to know her and her story. She was picked up by the SPCA because someone called in that Penny was tied up to a fence and left outside. As you can tell on her snout and around her eye, you see the marks where the rope was tied up. The first day that I was with Penny, I went in the cage with her so she would get to know me a little and get comfortable with me. When I stepped into her little room, she was a little shy of me, but as soon as I sat down on the floor, she came right up to me and tried to sit on me and snuggle right up to me as close as possible. By sitting in there and talking with her like a human, she got very comfortable with me. So after about 15 minutes of sitting in a room with her, I took her outside to go for a little walk. Penny was very hesitant once we got outside, and she stayed very close to my legs and looking at me every couple of seconds, like if she was asking me to tell her it's okay to keep going. I would tell her it's okay and show her by walking, and when she got a little farther from the building, I would give her a treat, showing her positive reinforcement. The second day, I went right to her, and she definitely remembered me. Her tail was wagging, and when I got into her cage, she jumped on me and gave me kisses and kept rubbing against my legs. And from the first day I was with her, she wouldn't even go near me until I was sitting down. It's more comfortable for a dog to be near you if you are at their level, around eye level. The Pope Memorial SPCA doesn't euthanize animals. Their mission is to care for abandoned and homeless pets, protecting and advocating for pets in need, and promoting the humane treatment of all animals. They have you fill out an application before you adopt a dog, cat, or any other small animal. They make you answer questions, for example, how many hours your animal will be left alone, where will they be sleeping, if they have a yard, etc. For most of my senior project, I volunteered at the Pope Memorial SPCA. The SPCA had me walk the dogs while they cleaned all their cages. I got to take them in the training room with them to let them play with toys and let them run around. Most of the dogs loved running around and playing, but some of them just walked around and were shy. I learned to help them get to be more comfortable with playing and having me there with them, and not have them be scared of me. When they play with a toy or let me play with them, I would give them a treat so they know it's okay. For my other part of my project, I put a donation box in front of the office for the Pope Memorial SPCA. I got 2 boxes full of donations that the SPCA were very appreciative of. I also put up large-size posters explaining my projects and ways to help the SPCA. This is Queen Elizabeth. She was particularly my favorite. She was very playful and outgoing and loved to snuggle right up to you. She definitely wasn't shy. In the right picture, you can see that me and her are playing tug of war. That was her favorite thing to do. Even being out of her cage for 5 to 10 minutes, you can see how happy she is. She is one of the very few that were comfortable to go outside and love it. When we were walking outside, she would constantly look up at me, and it looked like she was smiling. I could tell that she was happy. Animal abuse is when someone hurts an animal or does not care for an animal responsibly. For example, not giving a dog or cat food and water. It is against the law to be cruel to or harm animals, even your own pets. This is also called neglect. Data on domestic violence and child abuse cases reveal that a staggering number of animals are targeted by those who abuse their children or spouses. Abusers of animals are 5 times as likely to harm humans. Nearly half of the victims who stayed in violent households do so because they are afraid for their animals. Many victims hope the violence will end or believe they can protect the animals in the home. But truthfully, a person who harms humans will almost certainly harm animals. Pet therapy can benefit people in a lot of ways. Most ways they can help are with health and emotional pain. By having pet therapy it benefits their recipient with improving their mood, having them feel a sense of security, and helping with anxiety. 12 minutes of being beside a dog can help reduce anxiety levels by 24%. In heart failure patients compared to a 10% drop when patients had a visit a human volunteer alone. This relates to my central question. Pet therapy benefits the recipient by improving mood, providing a sense of security, and helping with anxiety. This is why I have my dog Charlie next to me, because I have anxiety about public speaking. But by having him up here next to me, it helps me feel more comfortable being up here. Dogs have evolved to become acutely attuned to humans and our behavior and emotions. While dogs are able to understand many of the words we use, they are even better at interpreting our tone of voice, body language, and gestures. And like any good human friend, a loyal dog will look into your eyes and to gauge your emotional state and try to understand what you are thinking and feeling. There are many ways that you can help. The SPCA, or any SPCA, would much appreciate donations like food, leashes, blankets, beds, etc. In the picture are some donations I would like to thank everyone who donated. My goal is to have you guys walk away with knowing more about animal abuse and what you can do to help. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Thank you, and any questions? Thank you.